Hogan here, VIP Boxing. Here, your last pro show, mate.
I know, excited, nervous, you know, all in one, but I think the time has come.
Yeah.
And I've done all that I think, you know, I could do. I mean, I've given 100% in to the boxing world.
8 years?
8 years.
2006 was it?
2006, yeah. Obviously, I know the last year or so I've been on the road, but again, what I was doing, obviously, is to try and leave boxing with a few pounds in my pocket, which I've achieved. Yep. And not many people can do that. So even though there was a few losses along the way, my goal, what I was trying to do, I gave that 100% as well. So I'd like to say everything that I've done, I've given 100%.
Well, I mean, it's just a little talk about your career. I mean, it's been maybe not the most successful, but it's been a pretty amazing career. You started 2006, I think your 8th fight, you had your first 10-rounder. Yeah. And then you went on to fight, I think in the space of 6 fights, I think you went on to fight, was it 4 or 5 guys who ended up being British champion or challenging for the British, my conception. The 10 rounds with him, Prince Aaron, the draw with him, then a loss. Brian Rose twice, Sam Webb.
Brian Rose. Yeah, they just came flooding in thick and fast. Yeah. You know, like I said before, you know, if you don't know boxing, boxing is it's a business. And I didn't sell tickets, so it's a case of, like you says, you know, on my 8th, 9th, from my 9th fight onwards, I was away fighting guys like Sam Webb, Brian Rose, and them boys. But
who's who of British boxing, like middleweight, really.
Exactly. You know, I didn't sell tickets, so I took a short notice, a week, 2 weeks, and I go on the boxing boys. It was always make sure I was in good shape, and I was ready to test myself against any of them. You know, plenty of people said to me, you know, like, you know, like so Richard Woodall, John Pegg, and they know boxing and that. You know, they just said to me, you know, if I had a promoter and I was a ticket seller, I'll probably make it to European level. You know, so you know, it's a nice compliment. And
well, I mean, I work with Steve for VIP Promotions, and I think I've seen you on more shows in the last 18 months than I've seen any other fighter, and I've always enjoyed it. And I think you've given, well, you fought his best lad, Brian Rhodes.
Yeah.
You know, you dropped him, was it, in the 6th round?
Yeah, I stopped him in the 6th. Yeah.
And then you fought him for the British title and lost on points.
Yeah.
And then since we was chatting before, I can't remember the name of the guy you said.
Mansouri.
Yeah. And that's when you decided that, okay, I'm not going to make it to the top, but I want to make something out of the game. And you decided to go on the road, and literally near enough every week.
Yeah, you know, like I said, like I was saying to you earlier, after Brian Rose, and obviously I got to the pinnacle of where I thought I was ever going to get to. Don't get me wrong, when I started boxing, I didn't thought I'm going to become a world champion or even a British champion. Yeah, I joined the gym, and I was training. I remember at the time the promoter, Ken Purchase, who was trying to get me to sign a contract, and I was like, I just didn't like the way he was going about it, and I was like, I ain't here to box. And then Len Woodall, which is Richard Woodall, dad, said to me, Max, you're okay, and I mean you can fight, you know. So, and then obviously he's a trainer for ex-world champion, and when someone like that says something like that to you, I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. Well, like I said I was going to give it a go.
8 years later.
8 years later, you know, he's outside at my retirement fight. But at the time, like I said, I didn't jump and think, you know, I'm going to be a world champion, a British champion, not even a Midland champion. When I won the Midland champion, I said in my interview, you know, that's my world title, because like I said, I didn't start boxing thinking I'm going to get to that level. So the fact that I've won a Midland title, I mean, boxed with British and the English, being in prize fight, I got to the semi-finals, got paid, you know, to go and train with Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao. I mean,
did you go over to Mayweather's gym as well?
And I did go over to Mayweather's gym. I was in the Philippines for 6 weeks, in LA for 2. You know, I got paid, you know, because, you know, I was good sparring. I sparred Kelbrook for 3 of his fights, Ryan Rhodes. You know what I mean? So like
I say, it is a who's who. If you look back through your career of British boxing and also the future, because this is what we wanted to talk to you about then. I mean, I've watched you now on probably about 10 or 12 occasions fighting the up and coming young middleweights, and out of some of them, I mean, Woody's, I think you fought Jack Hardfield, Rick Skelton, Jimmy Kelly, Ronnie Heffron, Liam Smith, absolutely, these are all lads who are all on the up. Out of any of them, who do you think has got the potential to go to the level that you didn't make, which was the British title?
Obviously, we know Liam Smith is already there anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what? I remember when Liam Smith boxed me, all right, he come out the ring and he's hurt his hands because he's trying to punch me too much. But people after that fight said, that's the best they've seen him box, because he knew normally he goes and he tried to steamroll people. Yeah. But with me, he knew
to show a bit of respect.
You know what I mean. So he had to show a bit of respect. So obviously he's at British title level already because he's got a British title. Jack Armfield, I mean, I think he's pretty decent. Yeah. There's another lad. I think it's another lad from London. Is it Jimmy Tibbs lad? I boxed him over 8 rounds. To be fair, out of all the new lads, you know what I mean, I think he's a good lad. But
the good thing is, when you sat home retired with your legs up watching the boxing, all these kids that you fought and beat, some of them you beat anyway, but they're all going to go on now, so it'll keep you interested in boxing, won't it?
Yeah, a bit interested in watching them, and see what they do. But like I said, I think about 26, 27 fights this year, and my goal obviously was to retire with a certain amount of money in my bank account, and no offense to half of them 26, 27 lads, and if I stepped up to 3rd or 4th gear, I'll probably take them to a different level that they haven't seen before. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
like you were saying, that wasn't what you was paid to do. You was going in there to give these lessons, to see if they are ready for that next step, and you were the next step. Yeah. You're one step short of being a British champion.
Exactly.
And the kids that you've been fighting have been 10, 12 and 0, 15 and 0, and it's like, well, it's time to fight someone like yourself.
Exactly, and like I said, and I was saying, when a promoter brings me in, okay, they bring me in because they're like, okay, let's see if this lad is ready to go to the next level. And if they beat me good, then they're ready. Yeah. If they struggle, you know what I mean, then the trainer can see what they need to learn on, to work on, because obviously, like he says, I'm going out there to bring him to the next level. Yeah. If there's a lot of stuff to work on, unless on that day they obviously try to, take the mickey out of me, then they can't be there.
Like I said, was that your last fight when Dave Caldwell showed up in Manchester?
Yeah.
What was his name now?
Conroy. Yeah.
Conroy.
Like, I felt a little bit sorry for him because he will do okay. You know what I mean? I will say that for him. He's got a nice jab, and he can box. But he happened to catch me a fight before my retirement, and I was in good shape because I was training for. Well, I'm always in good shape. But I was training for this fight, and as obviously I wanted to bow out with a win on the road. You know what I mean? And he just happened to be that guy.
I watched the fight. I watched it on Caldwell TV. I enjoyed it. I don't think he was quite busy enough. You outworked him throughout the whole fight, and well, it did make it look quite easy actually.
But like I said, and another thing as well that I kind of thought as well, the fight was made at 11-8, and then it comes at 11-12. These up-and-coming boxers, they need to realise that making weight,
isn't it, mate? When they don't make weight.
Making weight, is a part, of boxing. It's part of your learning curve. You know what I mean? If you're boxing a world title, you're not going to turn up. You know what I mean? And that's where some of these guys are aiming for, British title, English title. You're going to turn up for your British title 4 pound over. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to get to that level, start it from early, get your weight down, And so he upset me a bit by being £4 over as well. So
Right, well listen, good luck for this last fight.
Cheers, thank
you've
you
got a
very
great
much.
crowd here. It's a great venue as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very good venue, you know.
Richie's there watching you.
Richie's there, Len Woodall is there, you know, John
Nice.
Peggett, I mean, all the lads from the beginning. D. Mitchell's there, we all started together.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm looking forward to tonight, and I hope it's be a great night, and I hope to finish off with a win.
Well listen, all I can say is I know Steve Wood wants to say thank you. You've helped a lot of his fighters. And I've enjoyed watching you, mate. So and I'm going to enjoy watching this one now. So good luck, and hopefully we'll have a chat after you've got a win behind your name, mate.
Cheers, thank you, and it's been a pleasure working for you, Steve.
That was it. The end.
The end. Very emotional. I mean, I was in the ring, you know, when Len would all come out, because like I said,
It was the old guy who came up and presented you with the area belt.
Yeah. Very emotional then, because you know Len's been here from the start. That's Richard Woodall's dad.
Yeah.
I mean, he comes out. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, he's having his chemotherapy treatment and all that at the minute. You know, and he comes out to say goodbye. Very emotional. And, he's such a lovely guy.
It was nice, all you know, all the lads there with the t-shirt, Team Maxwell on. It was a nice show, mate, and a great performance against a really tough lad.
He's so tough, unbelievable. I thought I'll have him out there from the 4th round onwards, but I hit him with some great shots, and he was there, you know. Honestly, if that kid trains properly, he will cause some upset, because he's so tough, and he needs to get down to welterweight. You know what I mean? But he's a tough lad. And
he couldn't really fight going backwards, though. That was a big problem. When you were pushing him back, because I mean that's the first time, obviously for me, to watch you in a long time where you've been forcing and continuously forcing the fight. I mean, you was looking for. I think the round he must have shared with you was the second round. You had a great first round, and the second round I think you just switched off a little bit. I don't know.
I think I just decided to, not to rush it, and slow down and have a little look, a bit more. But
then towards the end of the 3rd round, you really started picking it up, and in the 4th round, I don't know how he survived.
I don't know, honestly, like I said, from the 4th round onwards, I don't know if he stayed in there.
Yeah.
But you know, fair play to him. He came and he did the job, and he weren't going over for no one. So you know, I shook him a few times, and he was hurt, but he was still there. And just got to say fair play to him for coming out. I mean, strong lad, and I wish him all the best as might come to an end.
That was it. 2 wins on the last 2 fights.
Bounce,
One away from home, one at home, and one for a belt. So it's not too bad then, is it, mate?
No, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. The 6th round and the 8th round there on the bounce.
Well, I think you've been a fantastic pro, and a credit to the sport boxing, mate. And I think the turnout proved it, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's a shame that, you know, I wasn't a ticket seller from the beginning, but you know, in the boxing world, you know, most people know who I am, and I'm gonna, you know, live a happy life knowing that in the boxing world I've got some respect.
I think a little bit more than that, mate, because I listen, I've been working with VIP now for the last 8 months, and I've seen you on every show, and I like John and you know, Dee and everyone, but I've never heard anyone say a bad word about you, mate, and you've always been classed as an ultimate pro, so you know, that's a nice thing to be, you know, at the top of one of your professions, one of the toughest professions out there as well.
You know, that's nice to know, and it's you know, like I said, it's nice when I go out there, you know, and people's like, "You're right, Max. I mean, how you doing?" And you know, that's what I'll miss. You know, what I mean, boxing itself, I don't think I'm going to miss that too much, but you know, the camaraderie from the fans out there, the people out there that knows boxing, you know what I mean, and the respect that they show me, you know, I'll miss that, because I mean, they show a lot of love.
Yeah, well, like I say, I've been sat in the back here with you all day, and I've really enjoyed myself, and like I say, all your friends have popped in and, you know, tease you a bit, but it's been a pleasure, mate, and good luck with what do you plan now?
A lot of personal training, back into the gym. I got my trainer's license already, and obviously, if you know me, I'm always been, I mean, a dedication to my strength and conditioning. You know what I mean? So John wants me to work with the lads in the gym and that. So if they're coming from John Pegg's gym, you know they're going to be machines, because
Yeah.
obviously I'll be doing their strength, well, most of their strength and conditioning from now. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right. So watch out, boxing again. You're back. Just behind the scenes.
It's just behind the scenes. Obviously, John may want me to go out here and then, but I'm just going to be in and around the gym doing what I can and what I do best.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've really enjoyed your career, mate, and a fantastic night to finish it on. So good luck with the future, mate.
Cheers, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.